Have you ever wondered how to become the best version of yourself in relationships? It's a question many might ask because deep down, we all desire to be loved, respected, and truly valued by those around us. But how do we achieve this? How do we earn genuine admiration, not just for our outward qualities or accomplishments, but for our true selves within? Imagine each relationship as an adventure, with you as your own explorer. You want to discover the hidden treasures within your soul and share them with others. But to do so, you need a map that leads to understanding, connection, and ultimately, love. Today, I'll guide you to uncover your true value in relationships based on 9 ancient philosophical lessons of Stoicism. So pay attention, because these are not just the typical tips you hear. It's about empowering yourself in ways you may never have imagined. Get ready to unveil the mysteries of building a life filled with love and meaningful relationships, built on mutual respect and inner strength. Let's build a community of kindness by subscribing to Stoicism for Success right now and sharing it with those you wish to see live with kindness and strength like us. Let's spread these positive values together. Lesson 1. Understand your true value. So how does Stoicism relate to understanding your worth in relationships? Stoics believe we should focus on what we can control, and guess what is within your grasp? Your self-worth entirely belongs to you. It's not the number of likes you get on social media or whether someone cares about you. It's how you perceive and appreciate yourself. Imagine you're a precious gemstone. Not everyone recognizes the value of a rare gem, right? Some people may pass by without noticing its worth, but that doesn't lessen the gem's value. It remains precious, rare, and unique. That's you. Your worth doesn't diminish just because someone overlooks it. Let's be honest, we've all experienced rejection and felt inadequate, especially in a world where everyone seems successful. But the truth is, from a Stoic perspective, your value doesn't depend on others' recognition. It's tied to how you live, your principles, and your actions. Do you have compassion? Are you honest? Do you live according to your values? That's where your true worth lies. Stoics believe in self-reflection. Take a moment to think about your qualities, not just the obvious ones, but also the deeper traits. What really makes you who you are? You'll find strength there. Lesson 2. Show up with self-respect. Before you picture a Stoic as a stern, humorless figure from ancient times, let me clarify this. Stoicism isn't about repressing emotions or appearing indifferent. It's about understanding what's worth your energy and what's not. And guess what? The way you show up deserves your energy. What does this mean in relationships? Have you ever noticed that sometimes we try so hard to impress someone that we forget ourselves in the process? We change our style, our way of speaking, all in hopes of being accepted. But here's the key. And here's where a calm, wise perspective emerges. Your self-respect isn't defined by your clothing or the trendy places you visit. It's in how you present yourself, the things you do, and the choices you make. Imagine you're in a classroom observing 2 students presenting. One uses flowery words and gestures to impress, while the other is calm, confident, and speaks without pretension. Which student leaves a lasting impression? Often, it's the one who's genuine and comfortable with themselves, right? This emphasizes the importance of showing up with self-respect. Lesson 3. The art of nonverbal communication. You might find this outdated or rigid, but hear me out. This isn't about being unapproachable. It's about respecting yourself and recognizing your value. So what does Stoicism say about this? Stoicism teaches us self-control and steadfastness, but not in a cold or unfeeling way. It's about understanding what truly matters and not sharing that easily. In a world where everything is readily available and we're constantly scrolling through social media, Stoicism is like a breath of fresh air. Think about this in relationships or when getting to know someone. There's often a rush to share everything. Time, space, and even your deepest emotions. But a Stoic would suggest you step back a little. Why? Because when something is always available, it loses its specialness. That's human nature. If you're always available whenever someone needs you, always saying yes to everything, where's the intrigue, the mystery, or the anticipation? Let's talk about setting boundaries gracefully, the Stoic way. First, it starts with how you appear. Dressing modestly and elegantly isn't just about appearance. It sends a message. I respect myself. You don't have to hide yourself, but there's no need to reveal everything up front. It's about balance, showing that there's more to me than meets the eye. Another crucial aspect is managing your time and focus. In a hyper-connected world, being selective about who gets your time is meaningful. This isn't about playing mind games. It's about asserting, my time is valuable, and I prioritize it thoughtfully. Let's come together to support our community. If you are a kind person, please hit the like button on this video and leave some energetic comments to spread positive vibes. Together, we can make a difference. Lesson 4. Be ready to walk away when needed. In Stoicism, there's a powerful idea about letting go. Not in a cold or unfeeling way, but understanding what we can change and what we can't. One of the most empowering actions we can take is deciding to stay or leave when a situation no longer aligns with our interests. This is particularly important in relationships. We've all been there, in a place where we know we deserve something better, yet we choose to stay. It may be due to fear of loneliness, fear of change, or simply hoping things will improve. But this is where Stoicism steps in. True strength comes from realizing we have the power to stay or walk away from situations that go against our principles. This doesn't mean you should give up at the first sign of difficulty. Relationships require effort, understanding, and time. However, it's essential to know your value and principles so deeply that when something fundamentally conflicts with them, you're ready to walk away. It's about having the inner resilience, the courage of a Stoic, to say, I respect myself too much to accept less than I deserve. Lesson 5. Quietly set boundaries. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of actions over words. Stoics suggest demonstrating your beliefs rather than just talking about them. And this is especially relevant when setting boundaries in relationships. Talking about your boundaries is one thing, but showing them through actions has a much more significant impact. Consider this. It's easy to declare, I won't tolerate being treated poorly. But the real challenge is whether you hold firm to your boundary when faced with such behavior. This isn't simple, especially when emotions are involved. But remember the wisdom of the Stoics. We have the power to choose how we react to situations. If someone crosses your boundaries, the way you respond will define and reinforce that boundary, not just your words. Imagine a situation where honesty is your core value and someone lies. How you respond at that moment will reflect the seriousness of your boundary. Whether you calmly address the issue or choose to step back, your actions will demonstrate your commitment to your values. This isn't about causing trouble. It's about respecting yourself by reacting appropriately to what you believe in. Lesson 6. Focus on actions, not words. In today's world, many say great things but don't actually follow through. This is especially true in relationships. Stoics advise us to pay attention to actions over words. A person's actions reveal the truth about who they are. Think of it this way. Anyone can say sweet things, make promises, and describe a perfect future. But do they actually follow through on what they say? Do their actions align with those promises? When actions don't match words, it's a red flag, as if the universe is telling you something's wrong. This perspective changes how we handle relationships. Instead of getting swept away by sweet talk and commitments, you begin to notice the little details, how they act under pressure, whether they keep their promises, and if they're truly present for you, not just in words, but in meaningful actions. Lesson 7. Nurture healthy skepticism. Stoicism and realism have a close relationship. Stoics believe we should understand situations as they are, not as we wish them to be. This philosophy is particularly useful in love and dating. We've all been through it, right? Meeting someone new, and they seem amazing. They say sweet things, even talk about a future together, though you've only known them for a short time. A Stoic mind would advise you to take it slow, wait and see if their actions align with their words, and observe how things develop. This skepticism isn't about bombarding others with questions or doubting everything. It's a gentle reminder not to let yourself get carried away by sweet talk, but to keep your feet on the ground. Lesson 8. Be ready to say no. Imagine you're in a relationship and the other person proposes something that makes you uncomfortable, perhaps moving too fast or asking you to do something against your values. The easy choice is to go along, but this is where a Stoic mindset becomes essential. Saying no in these situations is a way to uphold your values, beliefs, and boundaries. Let's be real. This isn't easy, especially if you care about the other person. But here's the key point. If refusing something contrary to your values causes the person to walk away, maybe they weren't the right fit for you in the first place. Lesson 9. Don't chase, appreciate yourself. This fits perfectly with everything we've discussed, especially through the lens of Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. In relationships, this means recognizing your worth and finding peace within yourself. Chasing someone who's drifting away is like trying to hold water in your hands. It only leaves you feeling empty. Instead, the Stoic approach encourages you to stand firm in your self-worth. If someone drifts away, let them go. This isn't cold or unfeeling, but an understanding that you can't control others' emotions or behavior, but you have full control over how you respond. When you stop chasing others and start investing in yourself, your life, and your growth, amazing things naturally happen. You'll attract those who are drawn to your strength, confidence, and self-worth. Engrave this lesson deeply. We don't need to chase anyone. Approach relationships with the spirit of a Stoic, with self-respect and confidence. Appreciate your inner strength, letting your actions, decisions, and boundaries reflect the wonderful person you truly are. Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.